Good afternoon, Belton High School. I'm Jeffrey Jones.
And I'm Michaela Kiefer, and you're watching
Cutlass TV News.
A few weeks ago, a survey was sent out to your anchor classes concerning the Halo Smart Sensor System. We received approximately 659 responses. We're here not only to report to you the findings of this survey, but also to give insight into what Halo really is. For the question, I feel as though I have been properly informed on what Halo is and the intentions of the school are. 40% disagreed. 35% agreed. And 25% were neutral. Here are some written responses to this question, along with Principal Allen in response.
Basically, his job is really to just inform us of what may be transpired in the bathroom. So, for example, it may notify us that someone's vaping in the bathroom, someone may be using THC in the bathroom. It may alert us that there's physical aggression. And if we set the system up for buzzwords, it could notify us that there would maybe someone in need of some assistance or support in the bathrooms. We check the bathrooms every day anyway. There's been times, many a times I walk into the bathroom, kids are in there, and I just say, hey, come on out. And even if I suspect something's going on, I just tell them, hey, come on out. But the Halo system will say, this group in here, of this group in here, they were vaping. So now I know.
For the question, as of right now, going to the bathroom at BHS is often hindered by substance use in some form. 31% disagreed, 35% agreed, and 34% were indifferent. Here are two written responses related to this question. From what I've seen, I feel the district is making adequate changes to combat the substance use issue at BHS. 26% disagreed, 34% agreed, and 40% were indifferent. Here are some more related written responses.
It's not about aha, I got you. But it does send the message that we are listening to our parents and our students and our staff and making an honest effort to try to put something in place to help curb the behavior that takes place in the bathroom.
From what I know, I will feel safer knowing that the Halo systems are in place. 43% disagreed. 25% agreed. And finally, 32% were neutral on the matter. You may remember First Call member Casey Johnson from the assembly concerning fentanyl at BHS. We briefed Casey on what Halo was, and then asked her if she felt it would be effective in combating drug usage at our school.
I have more curiosities than opinions at this point, but it seems to me that there are far too many opportunities for possible harm to occur due to Halo sensors than seem worth it. I also believe, regardless of age, everyone is entitled to a certain level of privacy in the bathroom, so no. I don't expect a system like Halo to effectively combat drug use in the bathrooms at BHS.
You know, I don't think it's not the savior for all. It's not gonna fix and stop or eradicate drugs in bathrooms. Students themselves have to take ownership of that. But what it will do is minimize some of the behavior that will be in there, giving them consequences, and then helping them get some support to overcome the addiction that they may have, whether it's with vape or THC or anything else. Or it may help us with, just providing some kids some support that may be in the bathroom for trauma.
We left a free response question at the end of the survey. Out of 106, 27 had no idea what Halo was, 15 had questions related to the Halo systems, and 6 had positive feelings about the installation of Halo. 31 respondents felt Halo would invade their privacy, 16 felt Halo would not help Belton's substance abuse problem, and 4 felt Halo was a waste of the district's money. We asked Casey her insight on the best way to handle a peer who is using drugs.
Obviously, it depends on the situation and the relationship between the students, but I always encourage communicating your concerns and suggesting solutions while offering non-judgmental support and understanding. Ideally, a student could tell a trusted adult, like a counselor or recovery advocate, and know that what was to follow was support for the student using drugs, not punishment or fear of punishment. If the opposite of addiction is connection, we should be looking for ways to foster connection at every chance possible.
The question has been, well, what about students that are not doing it? Well, students, anybody that's in the bathroom, we're subject to check briefly there, and some we may bring to the office to conduct a thorough check. So when kids come on to school properly, we can check the lockers, we can check their backpacks, we can check the cars. And so, but we usually do that when we have a reason to.
On the topic of searching students, we asked Principal Allen whether or not the discovery of Narcan, a medication that reverses drug overdoses, would be used as evidence.
Well, technically speaking, Narcan cannot be carried at school because the medication, students are not allowed to carry medication in school. So unless the district changes policy as it pertains to Narcan, students are not supposed to carry medicine, whether it's Tylenol, ibuprofen, menstrual medicine. They're not encouraged to carry that medicine because if something happens and we don't know that they've taken that medicine, we don't know how to provide that. We don't have the adequate information to provide to EMS. We try not to have medicine just around the school. We want it to come through the nurse. Currently, every administrator has Narcan in their office right now, and we also have it around the school in designated locations to provide support to our students should we need it. And I hope we never have to use it.
Principal Allen informed us that the Halo systems are expected to be installed in the month of March, but he will keep us updated. With Caitlin Morrison, I'm Connor Sizemore, and you're watching Cutlass TV News.
February is Black History Month. Here's some words from a Black leader in our school.
Well, it's a great responsibility, right? To be a leader of color. And to be probably Belton's first leader of color. So it is a great responsibility that I don't take lightly. There is sometimes there's some self-imposed pressure and maybe some unspoken pressure from others, but the goal is to be the best version of me and try to continue the standard of success that the school has had in the past years and then elevate it and take it to greater heights, and that's the goal. Code change, well, I don't know if I've had the opportunity to experience it much here as I have in other places, but you know, you got to be able to connect and relate and adjust to the different environments that you are in, but you still got to stay true to your authentic self, right? And so I like to dress down a little bit more than maybe some other administrators sometimes and wear my Jordans or a blazer with no tie so that I can connect with my students a little bit more. But I don't necessarily know if that's code switching or if that's just being who I am sometimes and letting people peel back layers and let people see different parts of who I am. You know, it's just who you are. It's where you're born, right? So you're gonna be proud of who you are regardless of the color of your skin, and be proud of that. And so I want our Black and brown students here, and all of our students here at the school to be proud of the skin that they're in. And so, yeah, it just means you want to live by the values that you've been brought up with, and those values, each household has a set of values that they live by. And so I want everybody to live by their values that they've been raised by and be a positive contributor to this community and this school. I would say that I want to see Black History Month along with some of our other cultural heritage months to be more visible, more embraced, and more and supported here in the school. So this year, really, I've just kind of been observing what we've done here at Belton. I see some things that are happening in classrooms, but as we move forward, we're going to have a diversity council that we will have students be a part of that, and we just want to celebrate all the cultures that we have in our school all year round, and so that everyone has an opportunity to see themselves in Belton High School.
Cordell Williams is an excelling Black athlete and shares his point of view.
I feel like as a Black athlete, if you make a mistake, your consequences would be different from like a white athlete making the same mistakes. I feel like being a Black student is harder because it's like, it's not like they want you to fail, but like most people think you're gonna fail because you're just black, I guess. I feel like being white, I feel more empowered because of the history behind it.
Angelica Robertson succeeds academically and gives some insight on being a black honor roll student.
Being a black female encourages me to excel academically because a lot of people, especially black people, feel they can't excel, maybe because of their background or their skin color. And I just want to be the outlier to that and say that, hey, you can, and you can do as much as everybody else. I don't think my race affects me personally academically, but there is a lot of racial bias within honors classes. Like, sometimes I've been the only one that's black in the honors class, and there's not a lot of people that look like me in the honors classes. And then as my peers that are African American feel they cannot do as well, it's like, oh, you're really smart, but I can never do that. I feel like that it affects other people a lot, and feeling that they can't do as much as maybe a white child is that has a lot of opportunities, and that's given to them sometimes. Being black for me is like powerful in that we've persevered through so much in the past and even to this day, and I feel like just yeah, I feel like being black is just good.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Not really.
With Maddie Ruffin, I'm Andrea Gregg, and this is Cutlass TV News.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next week.
And as always, Carpe Diem.